This video, I'm going to talk about why AI is the number one skill set to learn in this next decade. And here's the thing. If you actually fail to actually take advantage of what I believe is the next digital gold mine of the 21st century, not only are you going to leave some money on the table, but you're going to be kicking yourself frustrated and stressed out that you literally saw the next coming digital gold mine and didn't actually take advantage of it, right? I remember back in 2014, I was actually still getting into college, right? I was actually still in high school applying for college. And at the time, I saw this huge opportunity when it came to social media, right? My biggest problem back then was I was honestly too young. I just didn't understand the opportunity at hand. I didn't know how to actually have the skill set to take advantage of it. And most important, I just had different distractions in my environment. I was like too busy partying and trying to chase girls back in high school, right? And so fast forward 10 years, a decade later, and you have that amazing opportunity, just like social media with AI, right? 2024, these next 10 years, the theme of the decade is AI. This is the new digital gold mine. And I don't know if you've been following along and online, but if you think about the biggest brands, the most successful influencers, the most successful business owners, what did they learn to master? What was the one skill set? It was social media. They are the Alex Hormozis of the world that have the biggest followings. They're the Kardashians and Jenners who understand attention when it comes to the influence world. They are the businesses like Gary Vee, who decided to actually create a personal brand alongside his company. These are the people that actually became the 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs because they mastered this one skill set, because they understood the gold mine that was at hand. So my question for you is, if you understand, you look at history, you see 2014, over the past 10 years, the theme was social media. These next 10 years, the theme is AI. And if you actually take advantage of it, you're going to be in a position where not only are you going to change your family's life, your wealth, your riches, not only are you going to be able to tap into a different potential that you didn't even know was possible for you, but you're going to understand how this new world is actually going to grow and develop over, you're going to have that leading edge. You're going to have the unfair advantage, as some may say. So I'm creating this video because almost as a video for myself to understand how important this opportunity truly is. Because it's not enough to be in the right opportunity. You have to be the right person inside of the right opportunity. So it's like three things. You need the right opportunity, you need to be the right person / skill sets, and you need to have that right timing. Because without these three things all coming together, just like myself back in 2014, you're not actually going to maximize the opportunity. In fact, right, I found the right opportunity, which was social media. So when I was finally in college and felt like I had some freedom to go do things, I started doing things like drop shipping and e-commerce, and I was making a few $1,000s running Facebook ads for my streetwear drop shipping store, right? And I learned even how to drive some social media engagement for some local businesses. So that was about 3.5 years later after I found about the opportunity. And the opportunity was still right. Back in 2017, back in 2018, people were still had this highly leveraged opportunity with social media. You even saw guys like Ty Lopez, like the Here in My Garage guy, right? He came out with the term social media marketing, and anyone who tapped into that opportunity before, the agency space, before the social media space got saturated, they have successful businesses to this day, right? They got that head start. They had that, that leading edge compared to everyone else in the market. But what happens, right? So you kind of have this gold mine that's starting around 2014. Now it's 2022, 2023. It's not to say that there's still not an opportunity. It's a lot more challenging. It's a lot harder. There's a lot less leverage because everyone is on social media. Everyone's putting out IG Reels and TikToks and Shorts. Everyone's, posting out content. So it's just noisy, right? It's this very congested, once blue ocean has now kind of become this murky red ocean of sorts. Well, here's your second chance. It's in this AI revolution that's happening right now. And this is the blue ocean. And it's not a fad. It's not this thing that's just going to fly overnight and then, have this thing that ends up not materializing. There will be ups and downs. There might be a little bit of a bubble bursting. But here's the thing, is when you see all these big tech companies spending literally billions and billions and billions of dollars this past year to invest in AI, follow where the money is, okay? Follow where the money is. And the truth that you have to understand is this is probably your shot. This is probably your opportunity to actually create life-changing wealth, to create generational wealth, to build and grow. It doesn't even have to be a business, but just a skill set within a business even works to be highly paid, a high income skill set. That's the key. The problem that I personally have found, and I see with some of my past clients as well, is that people just have this this commoditized offer, this commoditized skill set. Like everyone else is doing it. So it's not really as valuable as it could be. Where right now you're in this kind of awesome time where AI is still very, very new. You are early if you were watching this in 2024. You are early. I'm telling you right now. Sometimes you might be thinking in your head that, oh my gosh, it's too late. All these people are saturating AI. It's always going to feel like that. I remember when I felt like social media marketing was getting saturated in like 2020, and that could be farther from the truth. There was still, to this day, it's still a good opportunity. It's still a leveraged opportunity. It's just not as good as it was when it was earlier on, right? So that being said, if you are watching this in 2024, take advantage of this gold mine. Don't just sit there, right? Put aside, the 1, 2, 3 years of focus to hone in on this thing. And even if it's not completely revolutionizing how you do, your complete business, it doesn't have to be an AI focused business, but it needs to be AI powered, right? I'm going to say that again. You don't have to have an AI business like, oh, I'm going to release this AI, chatbot, but your business does need to be AI powered, okay? And you do need to understand to have that skill set within yourself or within your team. So for example, if you're not someone who's very techie or super good with all this AI stuff, then make sure you surround yourself and have people on your team that do understand this, right? I am not the most technical person. I have a inclination, or I have this curiosity towards AI, and that's why I've been obsessed with it this past almost 1.5 years. But I also know that I'm not the smartest person when it comes to the AI development and technical aspect of things. And that's why I've hired internal people in my team to go do that stuff, right? That's why I've partnered with people who are more savvy in certain AI parts, or technical parts of that, right? So my just encouragement for you, my recommendation for you is at least just decide to surround yourself with people who are talking about this and who are smarter than you, right? It's not about trying to be the person that understands AI to all the prompt engineering and all, the technical aspects and how do you, create these AI automations. You don't necessarily always have to be that person. You just have to have an understanding for it of the opportunity. I'm going to say that again. You're just going to have an understanding of it, of the opportunity, because if you understand the opportunity, you connect yourself with the right people who can help you take advantage of this opportunity. Okay. And that's a lot of what I've been doing, is just connecting myself with people who are a hell of a lot smarter than me, but I see the vision. I have the understanding of the opportunity. I'm in the right time in the market where it's still early, and I'm developing the right skill set so I can maximize it. Again, those 3 things: right opportunity, right timing, right skill set. If you're able to lock in on that and actually create something during this revolution, during this digital gold mine, you will become richer than you could ever imagine. That's all I'm going to say. And whether or not you decide to take a small piece of the pie, or at least equip yourself with a skill set or this knowledge, there are other people in your realm of your industry, your space, that are going to take advantage of it, right? I'll leave with this. There were people I remember talking to in 2018, 2019, when I was first trying to get my agency started up. There was a lot of back in the day, I was running, we were doing a Facebook ads agency for gym owners and fit pros and personal trainers, all that stuff, right? And I remember talking to a lot of these guys who self-proclaimed non-techie people, or sometimes even boomers, right? There were these people who were just they knew the opportunity of social media. They knew that it was the next thing. In fact, they already had They literally already could see that people who are running Facebook ads, who are doing social media, their gyms were making more money than them. But yet their fear and their lack of understanding and their lack of just willingness to be, integrating this within their business, becoming a social media powered business, got in the way. And I am betting you right now that those gyms or those personal trainers are either no longer in business because they died during COVID, or they are massively struggling, and their competition, who learned how to leverage social media, who learned how to run Facebook ads, who learned how to brand themselves online, those are the guys that took their customers, their gym members. Those were the people that did it. So I'm gonna pose just a consideration for you. The same exact thing, this trend, is gonna happen with AI. You are gonna be that Karen, if you don't change, who sits in their business, who sits in whatever space that you play in, industry you play in, and you're in a crossroads right now. You can decide to fully go in this, understand the opportunity, and just accept that, hey, I suck at this AI stuff, I don't get it, but I understand the opportunity, and I'm going to do my best to learn how to either find people who could do this for me, or learn it myself and figure out step one, level one, and becoming an AI powered business. That is a decision you can make. And if not, then you can decide to also just be a person who just sits in the sidelines and just waits for people to take market share, right? Who takes literally your customers, right? With that being said, that is a question for you. Are you going to be the Karen on the sidelines who just waits for their business to be outcompeted by everyone else who understands AI? Or are you going to be the AI-powered business that creates life-changing wealth, creates an amazing impact, and helps more people than ever before, and really takes advantage of this gold mine and opportunity? That being said, look at this. This is pretty cool. Randomly snowing here in New York City. I don't even know if you can see that, but randomly, as I was shooting this video, it just started to snow there. And if you guys like this content, if you guys like this video, let me know. Drop a like and subscribe, because I'm planning to just create more raw type content like this. So if this is something that gels with you, give me some love, give me some feedback below. I'll see you guys in the flip side. Also, I have a free community where we actually teach people how to do all this AI stuff for free. So there's over 900 AI-powered entrepreneurs who are looking to become AI-powered inside of that free school community. There's a link below. Go join that, and I'll see you on the other side. Sales Cincy out. Sign Arch.